A pleasant morning, everyone, and to you, architect Francisco Epe. I am here together with my partner Ana Dominic Agosto to introduce and justify our design for space planning project, a proposed barangay complex in Barangay Basak Pardo, Cebu City, with a lot area of 13,667 square meters. The researchers came up with a study to help developmental growth of a community in response to improve quality of life, starting from the smallest unit of the government. This study was determined by how important a barangay stands as the basic unit of the community. Community centers are designed as it is the focal point for all age groups in a locality which promotes social relationships and mutual support, develops sense of self-reliance and responsibility of cohesion within the community.
Designing a barangay complex, establishing sustainable architecture with the means of adapting passive design for natural ventilation, natural lighting, and less energy usage, and also promoting Filipino indigenous architecture. These are seen on the accented walls and ceilings of the building. The building concept reflects the ways, culture, and traditions of the Filipinos. Using the concept and the principles of modernized indigenous materials such as bamboo, palm trees, and the efficiency of green architecture in and out of the complex, meaning it is reflected in the interior design and on the landscape design.
Research have been made successfully with the advantage of technology despite of the pandemic, evaluating the lapses and of what amenities are needed to suffice the needs of the growing community. Through online surveys with the respondents of Barangay Basak Pardo residents, we were able to identify factors which mainly affects the building function. The needs of daycare centers, shelter for the homeless, fire station, a larger healthcare facility for the sick, and a multi-purpose hall. These were established for functional use of the building to be able to accommodate the needs of the people.
Building A, with the approximate area of 1,448, contains the major facilities: the barangay hall, the healthcare center, the fire station, together with the garage for the fire truck and the ambulance, facing the major road for direct access and exit whenever an emergency cases occur. Building B, with the approximate area of 2,002 square meters, contains the public zoned areas, the cafeteria, multi-purpose hall, activity hall, shelter for the homeless, daycare center, and the playground. It is where the social interactions usually happen.
Following provisions and ordinances with the government adapting barrier-free universal design, making advantage of a high-ceiling one-story buildings through adapting a passive design of sustainable architecture with the less power needed and taking advantage of natural light and ventilation within spaces for comfort to users when experiencing it. For strategies and objectives were outlined to guide researchers in designing a functional barangay complex. Objectives includes to observe, implement green architecture. Strategies were taken through passive sustainable design, roof insulation, building orientation, and natural lighting and ventilation. Strategies are also used in active sustainable design, using renewable energy systems, strategy of green building material finishes, and a strategy of storm water management. Another objective is to improve economic stability with the institutional buildings way to provide income from spaces to be rented and also provide shelter for the homeless, taking a strategy of thorough space planning. Another objective is to provide accessible spaces and directive areas where proxemics or personal spaces and group meetings are highly given priority and especially for the authorities. Strategy taken is the proper zoning of spaces. And the last objective is to promote indigenous Filipino architecture, the strategy of native landscaping, and the use of native materials in terms of building accents.
The researchers highly recommend to enhance this study with a high extent of using strategic design of open space planning for future expansion with accordance to the community's needs within the barangay. Sustaining the adaptability to cope up with the changes in the environment and or the government ordinances.